Hi guys, it's Wendy from Fingersticks Gallery again today. So I'm gonna try something new and kind of crazy. I got a little board from Walmart. It's just a very small, maybe 6x8 piece of, it's probably pine. In the craft section, I just spray painted it red just to seal the wood so it dries evenly. So my husband said the other day, because he knows I'm a crazy painter, that I should be able to somehow utilize the, it's the 22 mag round holder. So this is what your 22 mags, the ammunition comes in when you buy them at the store. And each one has its own little spot. Well, I took a hot glue gun and I filled in every other hole. So again, this is where each round sits in their own little hole. So I'm going to do kind of a slow gravity puddle pour. We're going to see how that works. So I'm going to pour the paint into this little container, probably up to these little lines here, because that's what holds the rounds separate. That's this little tray. So I'm going to pour the paint here. We're going to just turn it over, hold it onto the board like that, and just let it slowly drizzle out. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. So the only colors that I actually have in the squeeze bottles, because this is a pure experiment, so I'm not going to mix anything special, just the teal, a cobalt blue, I think this is the burnt umber, red, and then I mix up my own cream colors. Sorry if I went quick. I don't know if you could see that very well. The burnt umber I really like a lot. It's I typically add just a little bit of black to it to make it a little bit darker. Hard to see in the bottle, but I really like that brown. So anyway, we're going to start pouring. But since we had a thunder and lightning storm, so what I'm going to do is when I pour all the colors in, I'm going to set this in here, but I'm also going to hot glue around the outside so it doesn't fall out. I'm going to cut the video because the thunder and lightning storm knocked out our GFI outlets. Fried them, fried our well pump saver also. We apparently got hit somewhere. So, all right, so I'm going to pour this. I think I'm just going to layer them. I'm going to do basic layers. So last one to come out, maybe I want the blue. So we're going to do blue first, maybe cream, maybe red, but we'll do it like that. Okay, and I've already shaken these up, so we'll see. I'm just going to start layering and see what happens. So just layer in there, a nice little thin layer on the bottom. I do want to do at least a couple layers just to see what happens. And all of these paints are approximately 2/3 Floetrol, 1/3 paint. And most of them are apple barrel paints. So yeah, I think in this little tray, I'm just going to do 2 layers. Because it is an experiment. So I think I'm just going to call it maybe a gravity drip pour or something. Because that's essentially what I'm going to just let it do. I'm just going to let it drip. Okay, that's probably going to be good. It's about halfway up to those little lines. So, oh, I don't know now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's an experiment. That'll be fine. All right, so my last painting that I did, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it. I think I'm going to maybe re-pour because the consistency is kind of terrible. So I just wanted to try with a brown swipe. So not my favorite. I'll probably re-pour on that guy. So, okay, I'm going to go hot glue. I will be right back. Okay, guys, it's Wendy again. I'm back. So I just took some hot glue and I put little dots around the edges a little bit. So hopefully it will stay in and it won't come out and we'll have a big humongous mess. Took me a minute to find a working outlet because half the outlets in our trailer are fried too because the lightning strike. So I'm just gonna, I guess, turn it over and we're just gonna let it kind of gravity feed out. So here we go. Okay, catch it. Ooh, that's cool looking. All right. The only downfall is about using these little round holders, the little boxes that the rounds come in. It's kind of a one-time use deal unless I can like chisel out the hot glue around the edges. So we've got plenty. Oh, that is really kind of cool looking. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to tilt it. Sorry, I had a moment of, holy cow, that was actually kind of neat looking. I am going to run some base coat around the edges though to help it slide around. This is such a great tip, you guys. If you're ever doing this, I recommend highly putting your base coat down, and use a base coat that you're not afraid that it's going to pop up and come up through. So if you don't want white to show, don't use white as your base coat. Alrighty. Actually gave it a really kind of a neat texture. It's kind of a cool little technique. And sorry guys, I got the camera at a different angle, so I'm trying to make sure it's centered. Because my lighting isn't working because of that stinking lightning strike, so. But I did, however, order a new camera stand, so I'm going to be able to have my camera on a little adjustable tripod. So I did do that today. Okay. I'm going to zigzag it back and forth a little bit. These little wood planks are so nice at Walmart. They're like 97 cents. And they have all different shapes. I really, really like the oval ones. The oval ones are really neat if you do a wing pour. They're the perfect shape if you don't want to stretch your wing pour out, and you want to keep the integrity of what the wing actually looks like. That's a really, really cool template to use. If you call it a canvas, sure, but it's wood. Okay, so I just scooted it back towards center and I can already see I've got a little booger in there. Right, oh, it's a big one. Okay, so that actually turned out really neat. It gave it a totally different texture than anything else I've ever done before. So I think on him, I'm going to add, I really like to do vinyl stencils. So I think I'm going to put a vinyl stencil on here. If you haven't seen my videos before, I use vinyldisorder.com. Customer service is fantastic. And if you use the keyword or the checkout code STIX, S-T-I-X, it's for my finger sticks gallery. You will get a discount at checkout. So try them. They're great. If you really like a company that has good customer service, by golly, they're fantastic. So, okay, so that is my gravity drip pour, I guess I'm going to call it. It turned out really cool. I'm glad I used those colors. I'm glad I used them all. And so I want to put a decal on that. So I hope you guys can try something similar to that. And if you're a shooter, well, you know what I'm talking about. So, all right, guys, that was a quick little video. I'm going to do something that is kind of hot on the internet right now, but I'm going to give it my own little flair. something I've done before, but I'm going to do it a little different. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and you will see me very soon.